Hi everybody, it's Catherine here with a hopefully short book review on Elixir by Hilary Duff. I have the book right here. I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads, and I did surprisingly like it, and I'm surprised because I had no idea that Hilary Duff could write. I had no idea, and this book actually turned out to be pretty decent. So it's about a girl named Clea, and her father disappeared like a few years back or something like that when he was in Rio. And so she's, wondering about that, trying to heal from that, and so that's kind of what's happening. And how the book starts off is she's in Rome, I think, or Italy, somewhere awesome in Europe that I wish I could go to. And she was with her best friend Reina, and she loves taking pictures, so she was taking pictures and all that. And then when she gets home, she meets up with her other best friend Ben, and so you find out all about Ben. So that's 3 characters that I mentioned. And then so she's home and she's looking through all her pictures, and as she looks closely, she sees this man in every single one of her pictures, and he's just standing there, like stalking her. And at first, I had a really hard time reading this book because I read that part at night, and who wants to read about somebody stalking somebody else when they're all by themselves at night? Probably some people, but I don't. So I put it down and I waited until I was, it was daytime, and see if I would get into it enough that I would just want to read it through to the end no matter what time of day. And that's what I ended up doing. So, anyway, she sees this guy, right? She's all freaked out. And that is basically where the story really starts, I think. After that, she starts having dreams about him. And in these dreams, she's a different person from 4 past lives. And so, as she's having these dreams, she's feeling like she's in love with this guy, things like that. And so she tells her best friend Reina, and Reina is always bugging her about getting a boyfriend. So Reina was like, yay, woohoo, and all that. And when she showed Ben the pictures and told him about what was going on, he's just like, wait. And because he recognizes this guy, and he shows her some of her baby pictures, and this guy is in all of her baby pictures. And so it was really creepy. And so this guy, basically, who you find out is a character named Sage, has been with her just in all these pictures all of her life. And so that's kind of where you're introduced to Sage. I should say Sage's character, because you aren't actually introduced to him until just a teeny bit later on. So that's that. And then Ben takes Clea to Rio, and that's where all the action starts. And basically what her dad was set on finding was something called the Elixir of Life, and he met Sage, and they were set off to find the Elixir of Life or something. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm trying to be very vague. It's difficult because the ending is kind of important, and I don't want to give anything away, so I'm just kind of saying that that's kind of what's going on. So now I'm going to, so that was my attempt at a short summary. It turned out to be 5 minutes long. I'm sorry. I've never done a summary of a book like this before, so I apologize. So now I'm going to tell you about first impressions. I already told you about my first impression of the book, kind of. I was really kind of creeped out by it. I don't really want to read any more of it, but I did, and I'm happy that I did. The other thing that I want to say was my first impression of the fact that Hilary Duff wrote a book. I bought it just so I could read something that Hilary Duff wrote, because it's a fiction book, and so, you know, usually when celebrities write books, it's usually mostly about themselves. And so I was kind of excited that it wasn't an autobiography, it was an actual story. And so that's why I bought it. I didn't really know what it was about or anything like that. I didn't really know where it was going, and I do have to say something. For the people who have read this book, that scene in the car, what was that? I was so shocked by that. I didn't necessarily think it was necessary, just because I think it was more important for Sage and Clea to develop an actual true relationship, and I don't think that was necessarily the right way to go about it. And I would love to hear everybody's thoughts, because when I read that, I was just like, what? And so I just kind of moved on. And so I would love to hear your thoughts about if you think that should have been in the book or should have not been, and things like that, because I honestly don't know what to think about it. And leading from that is, I really, really liked Ben's and Clea's relationship more than Sage and Clea's relationship, because before she saw Sage, something was going to happen with her and Ben, and I really, really wish that he had just told her that he liked her and that she just liked him back, because they would have made an awesome, cute couple. But it did not go that way, and so I was kind of like, what? Because I did like Ben and Clea's relationship a little bit more. Okay, so now that I got that all out of the way, and it's already 8 minutes, I wanted to just tell everyone who hasn't read the book, who has read the book, everybody, the 3 themes I found in this book, and those 3 are 4 themes actually, but the 3 are the major one. Reincarnation, it's a big part of this book, so that's 1. 2 is the Elixir of Life. It's also a huge part of this book, and the reincarnation and the Elixir of Life and the 3rd theme that I'm going to tell you, they all fit in together. The book would be so empty if just one of these themes are missing. So the 3rd theme is soulmates. All of those 3 things are basically what this story is about. And so, see, I should have just told you guys that first, and I would have had like a 4-minute video, but I didn't. It's okay. And so the 4th one that I was going to mention, which kind of ties into all of it, and you do see it a lot in this book, is friendship, because Ben's her friend, Raina's her friend, and they do play a big part in this book. So now that I got through all of that, I think that's it. I would love to see your comments about this book, what you thought of it, what you thought of my review of it. I'm filming with a different camera, so I hope that the quality is a little bit better than my last video. And I think that's it. So Thank you so much for watching. For all my subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And for all the people who are watching this video and are not subscribed, it would mean a lot to me if you did subscribe. If you don't want to, that's okay though. And so once again, thank you so much for watching my video. Okay, bye.